Kua pāngia te mate puku Familial Gastric te whanau McLeod. Hoi, kua whakarite māhere, ara ko te whakamahi i tētahi rangahau o te mate kia whai rongoā. I te rā nei te whanau hui ai ki te marae o Tamapahore, ko ngā whāinga o te rangahau te kaupapa. Mai te tau kotahi mano iwarau iwa te kaumārima a Perry Gulford, me ona kai rangahau rongoā e mahi ana i te taha o te rōpū rangahau o te whānau e kimi ana i tētahi rongoā mo tēnei mate.
She was 7 pounds, 13. Yeah, she was my smallest.
Our job was to liaise with the family and between the family and the Otago workers, Otago University workers. So that was my job. And the only contact that the family had with them was through me, and vice versa.
To try and find a gene which causes a cancer or a disease, you need to have a really good whakapapa. You need to be able to trace where that gene's gone through the family. And once they'd got that whakapapa drawn up, and they then had to kind of go out and get blood samples. Pretty much everyone gave a blood sample, you know, and that those who couldn't give a blood sample because they'd already died, there we got consent to go to the hospital and get little tissue samples from their operations they might have had. And so the research arm here did all that work. They kind of got the whakapapa together, they got the samples for us all, and all the time doing all the kind of education stuff, you know, keeping the family, the whanau here informed of what was going on, what was all about, and, you know, and getting us back and forth all the time to make sure we kept on talking and you know, conveying the message of what we're trying to do and how we're doing it.
Te wahingaro, me tukatuna hoki ngā whakamani tikiaia. Mona e manaki nei cheki nei a tātou i roto roki ngā huatanga o te rā, nei rā tātou ko hui hui mai ki ni tēne o tātou mora. Mora reke ino i tātou. Mora reke u tuturi pua mau o tana hana o tōka toa rauno ki mana ki a mātou te roa ngā tō tēnei rā. Waka hia mana o tōka tau rangi maari o tanga. Hei awhina hei whakamutu hautanga mo mātou i roto no ngā huatanga toa ki a mana ki a mātou.
What is typical for these early cancers, which essentially everybody gets with the E-cadherin mutation, is that they are very small, they are hidden under the surface. So with normal endoscopy you cannot detect them, but if you don't remove it, there is a very high chance that you will get advanced stomach cancer. Here the difference is that this cancer is no more confined to this superficial layer, but can go down into other tissues and spread all over the body. And that is what kills.
And I was actually willing to be one of the prophylactic ones, you know, one of the ones who hopefully didn't have it, but I was going to have my stomach out and that would have helped with the research, whatever. And I saw that as doing something for my children. But it, you know, panned out that I had the cancer anyway, so, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't hard to think about at all. At all, yeah. I suppose watching your mum, you know, how horrible it can be. Yeah. You know, the options aren't good.
The gene is, it's got a name, it's called E-cadherin. And what the gene does is, it's, as you probably know, in every cell in the body you've got thousands of genes. So these genes are kind of like a blueprint in each cell, and they tell the cell, the body, how to look after themselves, how to grow, how to develop, how to live, you know, and how to, you know, get your food digested and stuff. All that kind of stuff is done by the genes. So of the 30,000 genes we have in each cell in the body, one gene in this whanau is broken. So it's a gene that has a normal function, it's normally involved in holding the cells tightly together, knits them together so they form a good strong tissue. But when you get this mutation in it, the gene doesn't work anymore. And so the cells don't hold on together tight the way they should. So that's what it does. And so a simple change in that gene makes cells a little bit looser in the stomach. And that means that you can get a cancer can start to form, because a cancer is just a group of cells which start to kind of grow a bit fast, and then they start to move around, they break up and they start to spread around the body. So by having that gene which controls how well cells are holding together, having that gene broken means that a cancer can kind of develop quickly and spread around the body quite quickly. Genes break all the time. The problem is whenever a cell divides, So your cells are dividing all the time. You're always turning over and getting new cells, you know. Whenever a cell divides, you've got to copy all those genes. And that is a huge job to do. Like all the genes in the body, in each cell, are made up of about 1 billion letters of information. And every time a cell divides, every 4 or 5 days, you've got to copy 1 billion letters of information. And if you get a mistake in that, you got a mistake, and that mistake can be passed on. And so that's how it happened, just happened through bad luck.
I was diagnosed in February 2003, and I had my stomach removed in March 2003. So 4 weeks later, I was at Auckland Middlemore having my stomach out. It was scary because I was the third one to have the operation under the surgeon.
If you carry the gene, you need to know what your risk is for getting cancer. You have to understand that that changes with your age. The chance that you get advanced cancer at age 20 is 1 out of 100. As you get older, that risk starts to stack up. So by the time you're about 45 years of age, the chance that you've got advanced cancer, it's about 50-50.
I just think it's for something I thought was going to be inevitable anyway. I'd always sort of thought, you know, I'll probably get it too. And it was just great knowing that there was somebody who could fix it, you know, that he could take it away, yeah, which he did. And just, for me, it was positive because I watched my mother die and she had no choice. Yeah. She tried operations and that. She would have done anything, really. We tried everything with her.
The general consensus from all the clinicians in New Zealand and around the world now is that once you have a gene test done, the safest thing to do is to have your stomach removed before you develop cancer, which is quite difficult for families and patients to get their head around, you know. We're saying to them, you don't have cancer now, but we want to take your stomach out before you develop cancer. To all intents and purposes, they feel no symptoms. And we're asking them, and we're telling them that's the best thing for them, and it's a procedure that carries a small but not insignificant risk of dying, and it has a lot of consequences in terms of their lifestyle.
You need to be around a toilet a lot more often after the operation because you don't have a stomach, everything just goes straight through. So that's one of the, not very nice side effects of it, hence why you lose a lot of weight.
Karanaho e kite e nā tangata e roa ana e māwiwi ana me tēnei māwiwi. Nā te mea, ngā mea kua pokahi e nai nei, e tamariki katoa. E whātai kau pēr, te mea matu o rātau katoa. Engari, wetahi atu e roto e ngā rua te kau, toru te kau. Nō reira ngā kuia, ngā I pāmai ki a rātau i a rātau e māwiwi ana ai. E tino arohana ki a rātau. O kōwhare te kanohi, o e wheu anake te tinana arohana ki a rātau. Ko tērā te mea nui nānei ko āhua, ko wehe atu I wera tū āhuatanga ki ngā tamariki nānei.
Mummy's going to Mummy's pills. It's calcium and iron tablet. Oh, it's Mummy's pills.
You have to eat more often because you can only eat small amounts to start off with. So you have to have originally I was eating probably every 2 hours, trying to eat every 2 hours, but it might only be a biscuit, you know. But a biscuit dipped in tea, mind you, made it all soft. Yeah, just a piece of... But bread was the hardest thing to eat, I found, and drinking water was probably the hardest thing. It just wouldn't go down. Water just about makes you choke.